Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Today is Wednesday, January 8th, 2025. On behalf of the San Antonio Vehicle Impound Facility Auction, I'd like to welcome you here to the auction through JoyRideAutos.com. My name is Dalia Ward Arriaga, and I'm licensed by the Texas Department of Licensing and Regulation. My license number is 18222. Before we get started with today's sale, I will go over some important terms and conditions. You must be 18 years or older to bid on today's vehicles. All vehicles today are sold as is with no warranties expressed or implied. All sales are final. A $32 processing fee applies to each vehicle that is purchased, and there's also a platform fee. Both of these fees are added to your bid price as seen on your screen. All vehicles must be paid for no later than Thursday. Payments can be made today after the auction until 10 p.m. and tomorrow until 4 p.m. That's Wednesday today and Thursday tomorrow of this week. The registered bidder must present a valid ID when paying out. Payments need to be made in person by cash, Visa, MasterCard, or Discover. The date to remove your vehicles will open today after the auction until 9 p.m. Thursday and Friday, the gates open from 8:30 in the morning until 4 p.m. In order to remove any of the vehicles, you must have a paid invoice, and the vehicle must be removed by a TDLR tow truck, trailer, or tow dolly with an electric winch. No guests are allowed when picking up your vehicle. It must be you only, and you must have a reflective vest while you're in the yard. Vehicles must be registered within 20 days. This is a police impound, and if third-party issues arise, you will not be able to receive any assistance. Please get those vehicles registered within 20 days. Buenas tardes, damas y caballeros. Hoy es miércoles, día 8 de enero de 2025. En nombre de la subasta de instalaciones de incautación de vehículos de San Antonio, me gustaría darle la bienvenida a la subasta a través de JoyRideAutos.com. Mi nombre es Dalia Ward Arriaga y tengo la licencia del Departamento de Licencias y de Regulaciones de Texas. Mi número de licencia es 18222. Antes de comenzar con la oferta de hoy, repasaré los términos y condiciones importantes. Debe tener 18 años o más para ofertar por los vehículos de hoy. Todos los vehículos se venden tal como están, sin garantía expresa o implícita, y todas las ventas son definitivas. Se aplica una tarifa de procesamiento de $32 a cada vehículo que se compra, y también hay una tarifa de plataforma. Ambas son agregadas al precio de oferta como aparecen en su pantalla. Todos los vehículos deben pagarse a más tardar el jueves. Los pagos se pueden realizar hoy después de la subasta hasta las 10 de la noche y mañana hasta las 4 de la tarde. Eso es miércoles hoy y jueves mañana de esta semana. El postor registrado debe presentar una identificación válida al realizar su pago. Pagos deben realizarse en persona con efectivo, Visa, MasterCard o Discover. La puerta para retirar sus vehículos se abrirá hoy después de las subastas a las 9 de la noche. Jueves y viernes la puerta se abrirá desde las 8:30 de la mañana hasta las 4 de la tarde. Para retirar cualquier vehículo debe tener una factura pagada y el vehículo debe ser retirado mediante una grúa, remolque o plataforma rodante TDLR con una muestra eléctrica. No se permiten invitados al momento de recoger su vehículo. Debe ser solo usted y debe tener un chaleco reflectante puesto mientras está dentro de la instalación. Los vehículos deberán matricularse en el plazo de 20 días. Este es un depósito policial y si surgen problemas con terceros no se les va a poder brindar asistencia. Por favor de matricular los vehículos dentro de 20 días. Y en 30 segunditos comenzamos la subasta. 30 seconds on the clock, folks, before we start the auction. Bueno. All right, we're going to start with that first 2005 Ford E450. I'm going to ask you to please put up your pictures. I don't have that vehicle here on the lot. 2005 Ford E450, folks. I'm at 13 and a half, now 14. I'm 13 and a half, now 14. Bid 14, 14 and a half, now 15. I need 15, need 500, 1500, 15 and a half, now 16. I need 16, 15 and a half, now 16. Bid 16, now 16 and a half. I'm 16 and a half, now 17. Bid 17, now 17 and a half. I'm 17 and a half, now 18. Bid 18, now 18 and a half. 18 and a half, now 19. I'm at 1900, now 19 and a half. Bid 19 and a half, 1950, 1950, now 2000. Bid 2000, 2000, now 2050. Bid 2050, 2050, 2050. now 21. I'm at 2050, now 21. Bid 21, those means $2,100. 21 and a half, now 22. I'm at 22, now 22 and a half. Bid 22 and a half, 2250, 2250, now 23. I'm at 22 and a half, now 23. Bid 23, 2,300, 2,300, now 23 and a half. I'm at 23 and a half, now 24. Bid 24, yes or no? 2,400. Sold 23 and a half. Sold 23 and a half. All right, folks. Now we're moving on to this one of a kind looking vehicle here. Is a 2012 Polaris Other. This one here is a 2012 Polaris Other. I'm at 29 and a half, now 3,000. Bid 3,000. 29 and a half, now 3,000, now 3,050, 3,050, now 31. I need 31. 3,050, now 31. Bid 31, 3,100, 3,100. Sold 3,050. Sold 3,050. Lot number 3 is going to be the 2003 Yamaha Other. This one here, folks, is a 2003 Yamaha Other. 400, now 4 and a quarter. 400 bid, now 4 and a quarter. Bid 4 and a quarter, 425, 425, 4 and a quarter. Now 4 and a half. I'm 4 and a quarter, now 4 and a half. Bid 4 and a half, 4 and a quarter, now 4 and a half, now 475. I'm at 4 and a half, now 475. Bid 475, now 500. Bid 500, $500. 500, now 5 and a quarter. Bid 5 and a quarter, 525, 525. Sold 5 and a quarter. Sold $500. I'm sorry. Sold $500. Sold 500. Lot number 4 is going to be the 2015 Kawasaki Other. This one here is a 2015 Kawasaki Other, folks. 675, 700, 7 and a quarter, now 7 and a half, 7 and a half, 775, 800. Bid 800, now 8 and a quarter. 800 bid, now 8 and a quarter, now 8 and a half. 8 and a half, now 875. Bid 875, now 900. Bid 900, now 9 and a quarter, now 9 and a half. I need 9 and a half, 950, 9 and a half, now 975. I'm at 9 and a half, now 975. Bid 975, 975, 1,000, 1,050. I need 1,050. I'm at 1,000, 1,050. Bid 1,050, now 1,100. I need 1,100. 1,100, 11 and a half, now 1,200. 1,200. 11 and a half, now 1,200, now 12 and a half. Bid 12 and a half, now 13. I need 1,300. 1,300, now 13 and a half, now 14. Bid 14, 1,400, 1,400. 1,400. Sold 13 and a half. Sold 13 and a half. Lot number 5 is going to be the 2004 Ford Explorer. This one here, folks, 2004 Ford Explorer. I'm at 475, now 500. 475, now 500, $500. 500, now 5 and a quarter. 500 bid, now 5 and a quarter. Bid 5 and a quarter, 525, now 5 and a half. I'm 5 and a half, now 575. 575, 600, now 6 and a quarter. 600 bid, now 6 and a quarter. Bid 6 and a quarter, 625. Sold $600. Sold $600. Lot number 6 is going to be the 2006 Ford F-250. Work truck. This one here is your 2006 Ford F-250, folks. Lot number 6. I'm at 800, now 8 and a quarter, now 8 and a half. 8 and a half, 875. Bid 875, now 900. Bid 900, 9 and a quarter. Bid 9 and a quarter, 925, now 9 and a half. I'm 9 and a half, now 975, now 1,000. 1,050, now 1,100, now 11 and a half. Bid 11 and a half, 1,150, now 1,200. Bid 1,200, 11 and a half, now 1,200, now 12 and a half. I need 12 and a half. 1,200, now 12 and a half. Bid 12 and a half, 1,250. Sold $1,200. Sold $1,200. Next coming up is going to be the 2009 Lincoln MKZ, folks. 8 and a quarter. quarter, now 8.5. I'm 8.25, now 8.5. Bid 8.5, 875, now 900. Bid 900, now 9.25. I'm 9.25, now 9.5. Bid 9.5, now 975, now 1,000. Bid 1,000, 975, now 1,000. Bid 1,000. Sold 975. Sold 975. Lot number 8 is the 2015 Volkswagen CC. This one here, folks, is your 2015 Volkswagen CC. 6.5, now 675. I'm at 6.5, now 675. Bid 675, 700, now 7.25. 7.25, 7.5. Bid 7.5, 750, now 775. I'm 7.5, now 775. Now 800, $800. 775, now 800. Bid 800. Now 8.25. 800 bid, now 8.25, now 8.5. I need 8.5. 8.5, now 875. Bid 875, now 900. I need 900, $900. 875, now 900. Bid 900, now 9.25. 900 bid, now 9.25. Bid 9.25, 925. Now 9.5. I'm 9.25, now 9.5. Bid 9.5, 950. Sold 9.25. Sold 9.25. Lot number 9 is going to be the 2002 Dodge Ram, folks. This one here is your 2002 Dodge Ram. I'm at 18.5, now 1900. 18.5, now 19. Bid 19. 1900, now 19.5. I'm 19.5, now 2000, now 2050. Bid 2050, now 21. Bid 21, 2100, now 21.5, now 22. I need 22. 21.5, now 22. Bid 2200, 22.5, now 23. I need 23. 22.5, now 23. 23.5, now 24. Bid 24. 23.5, now 24. 2400, now 24.5. 24.5, now 25. Bid 25, now 25.5. I'm 25.5, now 26. Bid 26. 26.5, now 27. I need 27. 2700, now 27.5, now 28. Bid 28, now 28.5, now 29. Bid 29.5, now 3,000. 3,000, now 3,050. Bid 3,050. Now 31. 3,050, now 31. Bid 3,100. 3,100, now 31.5, now 32. I need 32. 31.5, now 32. 3,200, now 32.5. 32.5, now 33. Bid 33. 3,300. 3,300, now 33.5. Bid 33.5. Now 34. I'm at 33.5, now 34. Yes or no? 34, now 34.5. I'm at 3,400, now 34.5. 3,450. Now 35. 34.5, now 35, now 35.5. I'm at 3,500, now 35.5, now 36. Bid 36, 3,600, 3,600. Now 36.5. Bid 36.5, 3,650. Now 37. I need 37. 36.5, now 37, now 37.5. Bid 37.5, 3,750. Now 38. I need 38. 37.5, now 38. Bid 3,800. Now 38.5. I need 38.5. 38.50. Bid 39. I need 39. 38.5, now 39. Bid 39. 39.5. I'm at 3,900, now 39.5. Get your bids in, folks. 39.5, now 4,000. Bid 4,000. 39.5, now 4,000. Sold 39.5. Sold 39.5. Lot number 10 is a 1993 GMC Sierra, folks. This one here is a 1993 GMC Sierra. I'm at 1,100, now 11.5. Bless you. 11.5, now 1,200. Bid 1,200. 11.5, now 1,200. 1,200, now 12.5. 12.5, now 13. Bid 13. 13.5. 13.50, now 14. I need 14, now 14.5. 1,400, now 14.5. Bid 14.5, now 15. I need 15. 1,500, now 15.5. Bid 15.5. 15.50. Sold $1,500. Sold $1,500. Lot number 11 is the 2008 Honda Civic. This one here, folks, is your 2008 Honda Civic. I'm at 7.25, now 7.5. 7.25, 7.5, 775, now 800. Bid 800, now 8.25. 8.25, now 8.5. Bid 8.5, now 875. I'm 8.5, 875, now 900, now 9.25. Bid 9.25, now 9.5. 9.5, now 975. 975, 975. Now 1,000, 1,050. $1,000 bid, now 1,050. Bid 1,050. Now 1,100. 1,100. 1,050, now 1,100. Bid 1,100. Sold 1,050. Sold 1,050. Lot number 12. This is a 1996 Ford F350, folks. This one here, 1996 Ford F350. I'm at 1,200, now 12.5. 1,250, 12.5, now 13. Bid 13, 12.5, now 13. 1,300, 1,300. Sold 12.5. Sold 12.5. Lot number 13 is a 2011 Nissan Sentra. This one here, folks, 2011 Nissan Sentra. I'm 5.25, now 5.5. 5.25, now 5.5. Bid 5.5, 550, 550. Sold 5.25. Sold 5.25. Lot number 14 is the 2020 Mazda 6. This one here, folks, 2020 Mazda 6. I'm at 6.5, 675, now 700, now 7.25. Bid 7.25, 725, 700, now 7.25, 7.5, 775, now 800. Bid 800, 8.25, now 8.5. I'm 8.5, now 875, 875, now 900, now 9.25, 9.25, now 9.5. Bid 9.5, now 150, now 975. I'm 9.5, now 975, now 1,000, 1,050. Bid 1,050, now 1,100, 1,010, now 11.5. I need 11.5. 11.5, now 1,200, now 12.5. Bid 12.5. 1,250, 13, now 13.5, now 14. I need 14. 13.5, now 14. 1,400, 1,400. Bid 1,400, now 14.5. I'm 14.5, now 15. Bid 15. 14.5, now 15. Sold 14.5. Sold 14.5. Lot number 15 is going to be the 2003 Ford Taurus. This one here, folks, is going to be your 2003 Ford Taurus. I'm at 6.5, now 675. 6.5, now 675. Bid 675, 675. 675. Sold 6.5. Sold 6.5. Lot number 16 is a 2005 Chevrolet Tahoe. Ouch. This one here is your 2005 Chevy Tahoe, folks. 7.5, now 775. 775, 800, now 8.25. 800 bid, now 8.25. 825, now 8.5. I'm 8.5, now 875, now 900. Bid 900, now 9.25. 900 bid, now 9.25, now 9.5. Now 975. 975, now 1,000, $1,000. 1,050, bid 1,050. 1,050, 1,050. Sold 1,000. Sold 1,000. Lot number 17 is a 2013 Honda Accord. (2013) Honda Accord, folks. This is your lot number 17.
I didn't get a chance to put the ones that say pull right here, right pull where it says on the money, because we're not going to sell those.
Okay, gotcha. 18.5, now 19. I'm 18.5, now 19. Sold 18.5. Sold 18.5. So then we're going to skip 18 and a half there, and then skip that next one. Go to number 19. All right, next one coming up is a 2004 Pontiac Grand Prix. This one here, folks, is going to be your 2004 Pontiac Grand Prix. 500 now, 5 and a quarter. 500 bid now, 5 and a quarter. Bid 5 and a quarter, 525. Sold $500. Sold $500. Lot number 20 is a 1996 Mercury Grand Marquis. This one here, folks, is a 1996 Mercury Grand Marquis. 3.5 now, 375. I'm at 3.5 now, 375. Bid 375, 375. Sold 3.5. Sold 3.5. Lot number 21 is a 2007 Dodge Ram. This one here, folks, is a 2007 Dodge Ram. Here we go, folks. 475 now 500. I'm 475 now 500. Bid 500, 5 and a quarter now 5 and a half. I'm 5 and a quarter now 5 and a half. 550. 5 and a quarter now 5 and a half. Now 575. I'm at 5 and a half now 575. 575 now 600. I need 600. 575 now 600. $600 now 6 and a quarter. 600 bid now 6 and a quarter. Bid 6 and a quarter. 625 now 6 and a half. I'm at 6 and a quarter now 6 and a half. Now 675. I'm 6 and a half now 675. Bid 675. Now 700. 700 now 7 and a quarter. 7 and a quarter now 7 and a half. Bid 7 and a half. 750. Now 775. I'm 7 and a half now 775. Now 800. Bid 800. $800. Sold 775. Sold 775. Lot number 22 is a 2014 Dodge Durango. This one here, folks, 2014 Dodge Durango. I'm at 11 and a half, 1200, now 12 and a half, 13, now 13 and a half, 13 and a half, now 14, 1400, now 14 and a half, now 15. I need 15, 15 and a half, now 16. Bid 16, now 16 and a half, 16 and a half, now 17. Bid 17, now 17 and a half, now 18. I need 18, 17 and a half, now 18, now 18 and a half, now 19. Bid 19, 1900, 1900. Come on. Sold 18 and a half. Sold 18 and a half. Lot number 23 is going to be the 2015 Subaru Forester. This one here, folks, is a 2015 Subaru Forester. I'm at 13 and a half, now 14. Bid 14, 1400, now 14 and a half. Bid 14 and a half, 1450, now 15, now 15 and a half. I'm 15 and a half, now 16, 1600, now 16 and a half. Bid 16 and a half, 17, now 17 and a half. Now 18, bid 1800, now 18 and a half. I'm 1800, now 18 and a half. Bid 1850, 1850. Sold 1800. Sold 1800. All right, moving on to lot number 24 is a 1999 Toyota 4Runner, folks. This one here is the 1999, my favorite year, Toyota 4Runner. 9 and a quarter, now 9 and a half. I'm 9 and a quarter, now 9 and a half. 1,000, 1,050. $1,000 bid, now 1,050. Bid 1,050, need 50. Now 1,100. I'm at 1,100, now 11 and a half. Now 1,200. Bid 1,200, need $1,200. Sold 11 and a half. Sold 11 and a half. Lot number 25 is the 2017 Hyundai Tucson. This one here, folks, is the 2017 Hyundai Tucson. 7 and a quarter, now 7 and a half. I'm 7 and a quarter, now 7 and a half. Bid 7 and a half, now 775. 800, now 8 and a quarter. Bid 8 and a quarter, now 8 and a half. I'm 8 and a half, now 875, now 900. Bid 900, 9 and a quarter, now 9 and a half. I need 9.5, 9.5, now 975, now 1,000, 1,050, bid 1,050, 1,050, 1,050, now 1,100, 1,100, now 11.5, 11.5, now 1,200, now 12.5. I need 12.5, 1,200, now 12.5, now 13, now 13.5. I'm 13.5, now 14, bid 14, now 14.5. I'm 1,400, now 14.5, 1,450, now 15, 1,500, now 15.5, bid 1,550, now 16. I need 16, 1,550, now 16, 1,600, now 16.5. I'm 16.5, now 17, bid 17, 1,700, now 17.5. I'm 17.5, now 1,800, bid 1,800, 1,800, now 18.5. I'm at 1,800, now 18.5, bid 18.5, 1,850, now 19. I need 19, 18.5, now 19, 1,900, now 19.5. Bid 19.5, now 2,000, $2,000, 2,000, 2,050. Bid 2,050, now 21. I'm at 2,050, now 21. Bid 2,100, 2,100. Sold 2,050, sold 2,050. Lot number 26 is a 2014 Nissan Pathfinder. This one here, folks, is a 2014 Nissan Pathfinder. Here we go. 5.5, now 575. 5.5, 575, now 600, now 6.25. 6.25, now 6.5, now 675. I'm 675, now 700, now 7.25. 700 bid, now 7.25, now 7.5. I need 7.5, now 775, now 800. Bid 800, now 8.25. 800 bid, now 8.25, now 8.5. I'm 8.25, now 8.5. Bid 8.5, now 875, now 900. Now 9.25. 900 bid, now 9.25. 9.25, now 9.5. I need 9.5. 9.5, now 975, now 1,000. Bid 1,000, $1,000, bid 1,000. Now 1,050. 1,050, now 1,100. Bid 1,100, 1,100, $1,100, now 11.5. I'm at 11.5, now 1,200. Bid 1,200, 1,200, $1,200. Now 12.5. I'm at 1,200, now 12.5, now 13. Bid 13, 1,300, 1,300. Now 13.5. I'm at 13.5, now 14. Bid 14, now 14.5. 1,400, now 14.5. Bid 14.5, 1,450, now 15. 1,500. 14.5, now 15. Bid 15, now 15.5. I'm at 1,500, now 15.5. 1,550, 1,550. Sold $1,500. Sold $1,500. Lot number 27 is going to be the 2007 Jeep Grand Cherokee. 2007 Jeep Grand Cherokee, folks. 6.5, now 675. 675, now 700. $700. 675, now 700. Bid 700, now 7.25. 7.25, now 7.5. Bid 7.5. 750, 7.5. Now 775. I'm 7.5, now 775, now 800. Bid 800. 775, now 800, now 8.25. 800 bid, now 8.25. Bid 8.25, now 8.5. I'm 8.25, now 8.5. Bid 8.5, 850. Now 875. I'm 8.5, now 875. Bid 875, 875, now 900. Bid 900, 875, now 900. Bid 900. Now 9.25. 900 bid, now 9.25. Bid 9.25, now 9.5. I'm at 9.25, now 9.5. Bid 9.5, 950. Now 975. I'm at 9.5, now 975. Bid 975. Sold 9.5. Sold 9.5. Lot number 28 is going to be the 2003 Mazda Protege. This one here, folks, 2003 Mazda Protege. 200, now 2.25. 200 bid, now 2.25. Bid 2.25. 225, 225. 2.25, now 2.5. I'm 2.5, now 275, now 300, now 3.25. I need 3.25. 300, now 3.25. 325, 325. Sold $300. Sold $300. Lot number 29 is a 2003 Dodge Ram. This one here, folks, 2003 Dodge Ram. I'm at 5.5, now 575. 5.5, now 575. Bid 575, 575. 575, now 600. $600. 575, now 600. Bid 600. Now 6.25. 600 bid, now 6.25. 6.25, now 6.5. I need 6.5. 6.25, now 6.5. Bid 6.5, now 675. 6.5, now 675. Bid 675, now 700. $700. 675, now 700. Bid 700. Sold 675. Sold 675. Moving on to lot number 30 is a 2011 Toyota Corolla. 2011 Toyota Corolla, folks. 800 I 8.25. 800 bid, I 8.25. Bid 8.25. 825. 825. 8.25. 825. Now 8.5. Now 875. I'm at 8.5. Now 875. Bid 875. Now 900. Bid 900. Now 9.25. 900 bid. Now 9.25. Now 9.5. I need 9.5. 9.25. Now 9.5. Bid 9.5. 950. Now 975. 975. Now 1,000. Bid 1,000. Sold 975. Sold 975. Lot number 31 is a 2016 Chevrolet Equinox. This one here, folks, is your 2016 Chevy Equinox. 575, now 600. I'm 575, now 600. Bid 600, now 6.25. 6.25, now 6.5. Bid 6.5, 650, now 675. I'm 675, now 700. $700. 675, now 700. 7.25, now 7.5. 7.5, now 775. Bid 775, now 800. Bid 800, 8.25, now 8.5. I need 8.5. 8.25, now 8.5. 850, now 875. 875, now 900. Bid 900, $900, now 9.25. 9.25, now 9.5. Bid 9.5, 950, now 975. I'm at 9.5, now 975. 975, now 1,000. Bid 1,000. 975, now 1,000. 1,050. $1,000 bid, now 1,050. Bid 1,050, now 1,100. I need 1,100. 1,050, now 1,100. Now 11.5. I need 11.5. 1,100, now 11.5. Now 1,200. Bid 1,200. 11.5, now 1,200. $1,200. $1,200. Sold 11.5. Sold 11.5. Lot number 32 is a 2005 Toyota Corolla. This one here, folks, is your 2005 Toyota Corolla. I'm at 2.5, now 275. 2.5, now 275. 275, 275. Sold 2.5. Sold 2.5. Lot number 33 is a 2013 Chevrolet Bolt. This one here is a 2013 Chevrolet Bolt. 575, now 600, now 6.25. 6.25, now 6.5. Bid 6.5. 650, now 675. I'm at 675, now 700. Bid 700. $700. Sold 675. Sold 675. Lot number 34 is a 2007 GMC Yukon XL 1500. This one here is a 2007 GMC Yukon XL 1500, folks. 1,200, now 12.5. I'm at 1,200, now 12.5. Bid 12.5. 1,250. 12.5. Now 13. Bid 13. 12.5. Now 13. Now 13.5. 1,300. Now 13.5. Now 14. Bid 14. 13.5. Now 14. Bid 14. 1,400. Sold 13.5. Sold 13.5. Lot number 35 is going to be the 2014 Mitsubishi Mirage. This one here, folks, is a 2014 Mitsubishi Mirage. I'm at 5.5, now 575. 5.5, now 575. Bid 575, now 600. Bid 600, now 6.25. 6.25, now 6.5, now 675. 675, now 700, now 7.25. 700 bid, now 7.25, now 7.5. I need 7.5. 7.25, now 7.5, now 775. Bid 775, 775. Now 800. Bid 800, now 8.25. 800 bid, now 8.25. Bid 8.25, 825. Sold $800. Sold $800. Lot number 36 is a 2001 Chevrolet Suburban. This one here, folks, is a 2001 Chevrolet Suburban. 8.5, now 875. I'm 8.5, now 875. Bid 875, 875. 875. Sold 8.5. Sold 8.5. Moving on to lot number 38 is a 2005 Toyota Sienna. 2005 Toyota Sienna. I'm at 300, now 3.25. 300 bid, now 3.25. Bid 3.25. 325. 325. 3.25. 3.5. 375. 400, now 4.25. 4.5, now 475. Bid 475. 475. 500, now 5.25. 5.25, now 5.5. Now 575. I need 575. 575, now 600, now 6.25. 6.25, now 6.5. Bid 6.5, now 675. 675, now 700. Now 7.25. 700 bid, now 7.25. Now 7.5. I need 7.5. 7.25, now 7.5. Now 775. Bid 775, now 800. Bid 800. Now 8.25. 800 bid, now 8.25. Now 8.5. I need 8.5. 8.25, now 8.5. Bid 8.5, now 875. 875, now 900. Bid 900, $900, now 9.25. 9.25, now 9.5. Bid 9.5, 950, 950. Sold 9.25. Sold 9.25. Lot number 39 is a 1998 Honda Passport. This one here, folks, 1998 Honda Passport. 5.25, now 5.5. I'm 575, now 600. Bid 600, now 6.25. 6.25, now 6.5. Bid 6.5. 6.25, now 6.5. Now 675. 675, now 700. Bid 700, $700. Now 7.25. 700 bid, now 7.25. Bid 7.25. 725. Sold $700. Sold $700. Lot number 40 is a 2015 Chrysler 300. This one here, folks, is a 2015 Chrysler 300. I'm at 12.5, now 13. Bid 13. 12.5, now 13. Bid 13, 1,300, 1,300. 13.5, now 14. Bid 14. 1,400. 13.5, now 14. Now 14.5. I'm at 14.5, now 15. Bid 15, now 15.5. 15.5, now 16. Now 16.5. I'm at 1,600, now 16.5. 1,650, now 17. I need 17. 16.5, now 17. 1,700 means 700. Sold 16.5. Sold 16.5. Lot number 41 is a 2002 Chevrolet Silverado, folks. 2002 Chevrolet Silverado. I'm at 875, now 900. 875, now 900. Bid 900, 9.25, now 9.5. I'm 975, now 1,000. Bid 1,000, $1,000, now 1,050. 1,050, now 1,100. Bid 1,100, 1,100. 1,100. Sold 1,050. Sold 1,050. Lot number 42 is rebuild salvage, folks. Lot number 42 is rebuild salvage 2014 Acura MDX. Rebuild salvage. 1,050, now 1,100. I'm at 1,050, 1,100, 11 and a half, now 12, now 12 and a half, now 13. Bid 13, 12 and a half, now 13, 13 and a half, now 14. Bid 14, 1,400, 1,400, now 14 and a half. I'm 14 and a half, now 15, now 15 and a half. Bid 15 and a half, 1550, now 16. I'm 1,600, now 16 and a half. Bid 16 and a half, now 17. I'm 1,700, now 17 and a half. Bid 17 and a half, now 18. I need 18, 17 and a half, now 18, now 18 and a half. Bid 18 and a half, now 19. Bid 19, 18 and a half, now 19. 1,900, now 19 and a half. 19 and a half, 1,950, now 2,000. Bid 2,000, now 2,050. Bid 2,050, those 1,050. Come on. Let's go. Sold 2,000, sold 2,000. Lot number 43 is a 2008 Nissan Altima, folks. This one here is a 2008 Nissan Altima. 5.5, now 575. 5.5, now 575. 575, now 600. Bid 600. 575, now 600. $600, bid 600. Sold 575. Sold 575. Lot number 45 is a 2007 Chevrolet Avalanche. Lot number 45 is a 2007 Chevrolet Avalanche. Here we go. 375, now 400. This is a salvage, folks. Salvage, salvage, salvage on this one. 475, now 500, now 5 and a quarter. 500 bid, now 5 and a quarter, now 5 and a half. I need 5 and a half. 5 and a half, now 575, now 600. Bid 600, now 6 and a quarter. 6 and a quarter, now 6 and a half. Bid 6 and a half. 650, now 675. I'm 6 and a half, now 675, now 700. Bid 700, now 7 and a quarter. 700 bid, now 7 and a quarter, now 7 and a half. I need 7 and a half. 7 and a quarter, now 7 and a half. Bid 7 and a half, now 775. I'm 7 and a half, now 775. 775. 800, now 8 and a quarter. 800 bid, now 8 and a quarter. Bid 8 and a quarter. 825, 825. Now 8 and a half. I'm 8 and a quarter, now 8 and a half. Bid 8 and a half. 850, now 875. I'm 8 and a half, now 875. Bid 875. Now 900. $900. 875, now 900. Bid 900. Sold 875. Sold 875. Lot number 46 is a 2016 Chevrolet Colorado. This one here, folks. 2016 Chevrolet Colorado. 14 and a half, now 15, now 15 and a half. I'm 15 and a half, 16, now 16 and a half, now 17. 17 and a half, now 18. Bid 18, 18 and a half, now 19. 19 and a half, now 2,000, now 2,050. Bid 2,050, now 21, those means 10. 21 and a half. I'm 21 and a half, now 22. Bid 22, those means 200, 2,200, now 22 and a half, now 23. I need 23. 22 and a half, now 23. 23 and a half. Bid 23 and a half. 2350, now 24. I'm at 2,400, now 24 and a half. Bid 24 and a half, 2,450, now 25. Bid 2,500, 2,500, now 25 and a half. I'm 25 and a half, now 26. Bid 26, 26 and a half. I'm 2,600, now 26 and a half. Bid 26 and a half, now 27. Bid 27, 26 and a half, now 27, now 27 and a half. I need 27 and a half. 2,700, now 27 and a half, now 28. Bid 2,800, 2,800, now 28 and a half. I'm at 2,800, now 28 and a half. Bid 28 and a half, now 29. Bid 29, 2,900, now 29 and a half. Bid 29 and a half, 2,950. Sold 2,900, sold 2,900. All right, moving on to lot number 47 is a 2003 Chevrolet Trailblazer. Lot number 47 is the 2003 Chevy Trailblazer. 300 now, 3 1/4. 300 bid now, 3 1/4. Bid 3 1/4. 325. Sold $300. Sold $300. Lot number 48 is your 2007 Chevrolet Cobalt. Lot number 48 is going to be the 2007 Chevrolet Cobalt, folks. Here we go. 200 now, 2 1/4. 200 bid now, 2 1/4. Bid 2 1/4. 225. 225. Sold $200. Sold $200. Lot number 49 is a 2004 Toyota Sienna. This one here is your 2004 Toyota Sienna. 6 1/4 now, 6 1/2. I'm 6 1/4 now, 6 1/2 now, 675. 675, 700 now, 7 1/4. 700 bid now, 7 1/4. Bid 7 1/4. 725 now, 7 1/2. I'm 7 1/2 now, 775. 775 now, 800. $800. 775 now, 800. Bid 800 now, 8 1/4. 800 bid now, 8 1/4 now, 8 1/2. I need 8 1/2. 8 1/4 now, 8 1/2. Bid 8 1/2. 850. Sold 8 1/4. Sold 8 1/4. Lot number 50 is the 1998 Ford F-150, folks. This is your 1998 Ford F-150. 700 now, 7 1/4. 700 bid now, 7 1/4. Bid 7 1/4 now, 7 1/2. I'm 7 1/4 now, 7 1/2. Bid 7 1/2. 750. Now 775. 775 now, 800. Bid 800. 775 now, 800. $800. Now 8 1/4. 800 bid now, 8 1/4. Bid 8 1/4. 825. 825 now, 8 1/2. I'm 8 1/4 now, 8 1/2. Bid 8 1/2. 850. 850. Now 875. I'm 8 1/2 now, 875. Bid 875. 875. Now 900. Bid 900. 875. Now 900. Bid 900. $900. Now 9 1/4. 900 bid now, 9 1/4. Bid 9 1/4. 925. Sold 9 1/4. Sold 9 1/4. I'm sorry, sold $900. Sold $900. My bad. That was 900. All right. Moving on to lot number 51 is a 2011 Jeep Grand Cherokee, folks. 2011 Jeep Grand Cherokee. 1400 now, 14 1/2. 14 15 now, 15 1/2. Bid 15 1/2 now, 16. 1600 now, 16 1/2 now, 17. Bid 17. 1700 now, 17 1/2. 17 1/2 now, 18. Bid 18 now, 18 1/2. 18 1/2 now, 19. Bid 19 now, 19 1/2. I'm at 1900 now, 19 1/2. Bid 19 1/2 now, 2000. I need 2000. 2000 now, 2050. Bid 2050. Those means 50 now, 21. I'm at 2050 now, 21. Bid 2100 now, 21 1/2. Bid 2150. Those means 150. Sold 2100. Sold 2100. Lot number 53 is the 2011 Nissan Rogue. This is your 2011 Nissan Rogue, folks. 8 1/4, 8 1/2 now, 875. I'm 8 1/2 now, 875. Bid 875 now, 900. Bid 900. 875 now, 900. $900. Now 300. 1300. Sold 12 1/2. Sold 12 1/2. Lot number 55 is a 2004 Jeep Grand Cherokee, folks. This one here is the 2004 Jeep Grand Cherokee, lot number 55. 2 1/2 now, 275. I'm at 2 1/2 now, 275. Bid 275. 275. 275. 300 now, 3 1/4. 300 bid now, 3 1/4 now, 3 1/2. I'm at 3 1/2 now, 375. Bid 375. 375. 400 now, 4 1/4. 400 bid now, 4 1/4. Bid 4 1/4. 425. 4 1/2 now. 475, now 500. I don't know what that meant. 475, now 500, now 5 and a quarter. 500 bid, now 5 and a quarter. Bid 5 and a quarter, 5 and a quarter, now 5 and a half. I need 5 and a half. 5 and a quarter, now 5 and a half. Bid 5 and a half, now 575. 575, now 600. Bid 600, $600. 575, now 600. Sold 575, sold 575. Lot number 56 is a 2008 Chevrolet Tahoe. This one here, folks, is a 2008 Chevrolet Tahoe. I'm at 15 and a half, now 16. Bid 16. 15 and a half, now 16. Bid 16, now 16 and a half. 1600, now 16 and a half. Bid 16 and a half, 1650. 16 and a half, now 17. Bid 17. 16 and a half, now 17. 1700. Sold 16 and a half. Sold 16 and a half. Lot number 57 is a 2016 Hyundai Elantra. This one here, folks, is the 2016 Hyundai Elantra. Here we go. 15 and a half, now 16. I need 16. 15 and a half, now 16. Now 16 and a half. Bid 16 and a half. Yes, I think it just went in and out for a second. We're back. 1700, now 17 and a half. I'm 1700, now 17 and a half. Bid 17 and a half, now 18. 1800. 1800, now 18 and a half. Bid 18 and a half. 1850. 1850, now 19. I need 19. 1850, now 19. Bid 19, 1900, 1900, now 19 and a half. I'm at 1900, now 19 and a half, now 2000. Bid 2000, $2,000, now 2050. I'm at 2000, now 2050. Bid 2050, $2,050. Sold 2000, sold 2000. Lot number 58 is a 2021 Mercedes GLC class. This one here, folks, 2021 Mercedes GLC class. 3050, now 31. I'm at 3100, now 31 and a half, now 32. Bid 32. 31 and a half, now 32. 32 and a half, 33. 33 and a half, now 34. 3400, now 34 and a half, now 35. 35 and a half, now 36. Bid 36, now 36 and a half. 37, now 37 and a half, 38. Bid 3800, now 38 and a half. 38 and a half, now 39, now 39 and a half, 4000. $4,000. 4050, now 41. 41 and a half. Bid 41 and a half, 42. 42 and a half. Bid 42 and a half, now 43. 43 and a half. Bid 43 and a half, now 44. 4400, now 44 and a half, now 45. 45 and a half, now 46. 46 and a half. Bid 46 and a half, now 47. 4700, now 47 and a half, now 48. 48 and a half, now 49. Bid 4900, now 49 and a half, now 5,000. $5,000. 5100. 51, now 52. Bid 52, now 53. I'm 5200, now 53. Bid 53, now 54. I'm 5400, now 55, now 56. 5600, now 57. 5700, now 58, now 59. Now 6,000. $6,000. 6,000, now 61. Bid 6100, now 62. I'm 6200, now 63. Bid 63, now 64. 6400, now 65. Bid 65. 6500, now 66. Bid 6600, now 67, now 68. Bid 6800, now 69. Now 7,000. 7,000, now 7,100. Bid 7,100. Now 72. I'm 7,200, now 73. Bid 73. 7,300. Sold 7,200. Sold 7,200. Lot number 59 is going to be our 2011 Acura MDX. This one here is going to be our 2011 Acura MDX. I'm 8.5, now 875. I'm 8.5, now 875, now 900. Bid 900, now 9 and a quarter. 9 and a quarter, now 9.5, now 975. I'm 9 and 975, now 1,000, 1,050. Bid 1,050. I'm at 1,000, 1,050. Bid 1,050, 1,050, now 1,100. 1,050, now 1,100. Bid 1100, 11 and a half, now 1200. I need 1200, 11 and a half, now 1200. Bid 1200. Sold 11 and a half, sold 11 and a half. Lot number 60 is the 2011 Jeep Patriot. 2011 Jeep Patriot, folks. 7.5, now 775. 775, now 800. Bid 800, now 8 and a quarter. 800, bid now 8 and a quarter, now 8 and a half. I'm 8 and a quarter, now 8 and a half, now 875. 8 and a half, 875, now 900. Bid 900, now 9 and a quarter. 9 and a quarter, now 9 and a half. Bid 9 and a half, now 975. I'm 975, now 1,000. Bid 1,000, 1,050. $1,000 bid, now 1,050, now 1,100. Bid 1,100, means 10. 1,100, now 11 and a half. I'm at 1,100, now 11 and a half. Bid 11 and a half, 1,150, 11 and a half, now 1,200. I need 1,200, 11 and a half, now 1,200. Bid 1,200, 1,200, $1,200, now 12 and a half. Bid 12 and a half. I'm at 1,200, now 12 and a half. Sold $1,200, sold $1,200. Lot number 61 is going to be the 2007 Chevrolet Tahoe, folks. This is your 2007 Chevy Tahoe. 7 and a quarter, now 7 and a half. I'm at 7 and a quarter, now 7 and a half. Bid 7 and a half, 750, 7 and a half. 750, 775, now 800. Bid 800, 775, now 800. Bid 800, now 8 and a quarter. 8 and a quarter, now 8 and a half, now 875. I need 875, 8 and a half, now 875. Bid 875, now 900. Bid 900, now 9 and a quarter, now 9 and a half. I need 9 and a half, 9 and a quarter, now 9 and a half, 975, now 1,000. Bid 1,000, 975, now 1,000, $1,000. Sold 975, sold 975. Lot number 62 is the 2015 Hyundai Elantra. This is your 2015 Hyundai Elantra, folks. 7 and a quarter, now 7 and a half. 7 and a quarter, now 7 and a half. Bid 7 and a half, now 775. I'm 7 and a half, now 775, now 800. Bid 800, $800. 800, 8 and a quarter, now 8 and a half. I need 8 and a half. I'm 8 and a half, now 875. Bid 875, 875. Now 900. Bid 900, now 9 and a quarter. 900 bid, now 9 and a quarter. Bid 9 and a quarter, 925. Now 9 and a half. I'm 9 and a quarter, now 9 and a half, now 975. Bid 975, 975, now 1,000. Bid 1,000, 975, now 1,000. Bid 1,000. Sold 975, sold 975. Lot number 63 is the 2002 Chevrolet Suburban, folks. 2002 Chevy Suburban, folks. 700, now 7 and a quarter. 7 and a quarter, now 7 and a half. Bid 7 and a half, 750. 7 and a half, now 775. 775, now 800. Bid 800, $800. Now 8 and a quarter. 8 and a quarter, now 8 and a half. Bid 8 and a half. Now 875. I'm 8 and a half, now 875, now 900. Bid 900, $900. Sold 875, sold 875. Lot number 64 is a 2008 Ford Focus. 2008 Ford Focus, folks. Lot number 64. 2.5, now 275, 300, now 3 and a quarter. 300 bid, now 3 and a quarter. Bid 3 and a quarter, 325, 3.5, now 375. I'm at 3.5, now 375, 400, now 4 and a quarter. 400 bid, now 4 and a quarter. 4 and a quarter, 425. Sold $400, sold $400. Lot number 65 is a 2006 Chrysler Town and Country. And here's a hot deal of the day for you folks. Hot, hot, hot deal on this one. 2006 Chrysler Town and Country. 200, now 2 and a quarter. 200 bid, now 2 and a quarter. Bid 2 and a quarter. 225, 225. Sold $200. Sold $200. Lot number 66 is a 2006 Jeep Grand Cherokee. Look at this one, folks. 2006 Jeep Grand Cherokee. 775, now 800. Bid 800. 8 and a quarter, now 8.5. I mean, a quarter, now 8.5, now 875. 875, now 900. Bid 900. 875, now 900. $900, now 9 and a quarter. 900 bid, now 9 and a quarter. Bid 975, now 1,000. 1,050, now 1,100. 1,100, now 11 and a half. Bid 11 and a half, now 1,200. Bid 1,200, 11 and a half, now 1,200. 1,200. 12 and a half, now 13. I need 13. 12 and a half, now 13. Bid 13. 13 and a half, now 14. Bid 1,400. 13 and a half, now 14. 1,400, now 14 and a half. 14 and a half, now 15. Bid 15. 1,500. Sold 14 and a half. Sold 14 and a half. Lot number 67 is a 2005 Mazda Tribute. 2005 Mazda Tribute, folks. 3.5, now 375. 3.5, now 375. 400, now 4 and a quarter. 400 bid, now 4 and a quarter. 4.5, now 475. 475, now 500. $500, now 5 and a quarter. 5 and a quarter, now 5 and a half. Bid 5 and a half, now 575. I need 575. 575, now 600, now 6 and a quarter. 600 bid, now 6 and a quarter. Bid 6 and a quarter, now 6 and a half. I'm 6 and a half, now 675. Bid 675. 675. Sold 6.5. Sold 6.5. Lot number 68 is a 2005 Honda Odyssey. This is your 2005 Honda Odyssey, folks. 3 and a quarter, not 3.5. I'm 3 and a quarter, not 3.5. 375, now 400. Bid 400, 4 and a quarter, not 4.5. 475, now 500. 5 and a quarter, not 5.5. I need 5.5. 5.5. 575. Bid 575. 575. Sold 5.5. Sold 5.5. Moving on to lot number 69 is the 2014 Dodge Durango, folks. 2014 Dodge Durango. 3,100, now 31 and a half. 31 and a half, now 32. Bid 32. 31 and a half, now 32. Now 32 and a half. I'm at 3,200, now 32 and a half. Bid 3,250. 3,250. Sold $3,200. Sold $3,200. There we go. All right, moving on to lot number 70, and this is a salvage vehicle, folks. Salvage 2005 Ford Explorer. Salvage, salvage, salvage on this 2005 Ford Explorer. 4.5, 475, 500, now 5 and a quarter. 5 and a bit, now 5 and a quarter, now 5 and a half. 5 and a half, now 575. Bid 575, now 600. Bid 600. 575, now 600. Bid 600, $600. Sold 575. Sold 575. Lot number 71 is the 2013 Nissan Rogue, folks. This one here is a 2013 Nissan Rogue. 200, now 2 and a quarter. 200 bid, now 2 and a quarter. Bid 2 and a quarter. 225, 225. 2.5, now 275. I'm at 275, 300, now 3 and a quarter. 300 bid, now 3 and a quarter. Bid 3 and a quarter. 325. Sold $300. Sold $300. Lot number 72 is the 2010 Cadillac CTS. And I'm going to ask you to please put off your pictures, as this is the last one on the road when you get this truck and trailer turned around. All right, folks, please put off your pictures for the 2010 Cadillac CTS, folks. I'm at 2.5, now 275. 300, now 3 and a quarter. 300 bid, now 3 and a quarter. Bid 3 and a quarter. 325. 325. 3.5, now 375. I'm at 3.5, now 375. Bid 375. 375. 400, now 4 1/4. 400 bid, now 4 1/4. Bid 4 1/4. 4 1/2, now 475. I'm at 4 1/2, now 475. 475. Sold 4 1/2. Sold 4 1/2. Let me hold this. Next coming up is going to be a rebuild salvage, folks. Lot number 73 is a rebuild salvage 2014 Chrysler 300, folks. Rebuild salvage. 9.5, now 975. I'm at 9.5, now 975. Bid 975, now 1,000. Bid 1,000, 1,050. $1,000 bid, now 1,050. 1,100, now 11.5. I need 11.5. 1,100, now 11.5. Bid 11.5, need 1,150. 11.5. Sold $1,100. Sold $1,100. Lot number 74 is the 2010 Hyundai Accent. This one here, folks, 2010 Hyundai Accent. 200, now 2 1/4. 200 bid, now 2 1/4. Bid 2 1/4. 225, 225. Sold $200. Sold $200. Lot number 75 is a 2009 Ford Mustang. This one here, folks, 2009 Ford Mustang. 8 1/4, now 8.5. I'm 8 1/4, now 8.5. Bid 8.5. 8 1/4, now 8.5. 850, 850. Sold 8 1/4. Sold 8 1/4. Lot number 76 is the 2003 Mercedes CLK Class. 2003 Mercedes CLK Class, folks. 300, now 3 1/4. 300 bid, now 3 1/4. Bid 3 1/4. 325. 3.5, now 375. I'm at 3.5, now 375. 375. Sold 3.5. Sold 3.5. Lot number 77 is a rebuild salvage, folks. My favorite year, 1999 Chevrolet S10 pickup. But it is a rebuild salvage, folks. Rebuild salvage on the 1999 Chevy S10 pickup. 575, 6 1/4, now 6.5. I need 6.5. 6 1/4, now 6.5. With 6.5. 650, now 675. I'm 6.5, now 675, now 700. Bid 700. 675, now 700. $700. Now 7 1/4. Bid 7 1/4. 7 1/4, now 7.5. Bid 7.5, now 775. I'm 7.5, now 775. Bid 775. Sold 7.5. Sold 7.5. Lot number 78 is the 2008 Infiniti G35, folks. This one here is your 2008 Infiniti G35. 800, 8 1/4. 800 bid, now 8 1/4. Bid 8 1/4. 825, 825. Now 8.5. I'm 8 1/4, now 8.5. Bid 8.5. 8 1/4, now 8.5. Sold 8 1/4. Sold 8 1/4. Lot number 79 is a 2008 Toyota Camry. This one here, folks, is going to be the 2008 Toyota Camry. 800, 8 1/4. 8 1/4, now 8.5. Bid 8.5. 8 1/4, now 8.5. 850, 850. 8.5. Now 875. I'm 8.5, now 875. Bid 875. Sold 8.5. Sold 8.5. Lot number 80 is a 2009 Nissan Altima. This one here, folks, 2009 Nissan Altima, folks. I'm at 300, now 3 1/4. 300 bid, now 3 1/4. Bid 3 1/4. 3.5, now 375. I'm at 3.5, now 375. 375. 375. Sold 3.5. Sold 3.5. Lot number 82 is a 1998 Jeep Wrangler. 1998 Jeep Wrangler, folks. 1,050, now 1,100. I'm at 1,050, now 1,100, 11.5, now 1,200. Bid 1,200, now 12.5. Bid 12.5, now 13. 1,300, now 13.5. Bid 13.5. 1,350, now 14. Bid 14, now 14.5. 14.5, now 15. 1,500, now 15.5. Bid 1,550. 1,550. Sold $1,500. Sold $1,500. Lot number 83 is a 2016 Mitsubishi Outlander, folks. This one here is your 2016 Mitsubishi Outlander. I'm 8.25, now 8.5. 8.25, now 8.5. Bid 8.5. 8.25, now 8.5. 850. 875, now 900. Bid 900, 9.25, now 9.5. I need 9.5. 9.5, 975, now 1,000. Bid 1,000, 1,050, now 1,100. You see 1,050, now 1,100, 11.5, now 1,200, 12.5, now 13, now 13. Bid 13. 13.5, now 14. 14.5, now 15, now 15.5, now 16. 1,600. 15.5, now 16. Sold 15.5. Sold 1,550. Lot number 84 is a 2002 Jeep Grand Cherokee. This one here, folks, is a 2002 Jeep Grand Cherokee. 3.5, now 375. I'm at 3.5, now 375. Bid 375, 375, 400, now 4.25. 400 bid, now 4.25. Bid 4.25, 425, 425. Sold $400. Sold $400. Lot number 85 is a 2002 Toyota 4Runner. 2002 Toyota 4Runner. Here we go. 5.5, now 575. I'm 575, now 600, now 6.25. 6.25, now 6.5. Now 675. 675, now 700. Bid 700, $700, now 7.25. 700 bid, now 7.25. Now 7.5. I need 7.5. 7.5, now 775. 775, 775. Now 800. Bid 800. 775, now 800. Now 8.25. 800 bid, now 8.25. Bid 8.25. 825. Now 8.5. I'm 8.25, now 8.5. Bid 8.5. 850. Sold 8.25. Sold 8.25. Lot number 86 is a 2014 BMW 3 Series. 2014 BMW 3 Series, folks. 1,600, now 16.5, now 17. I need 17. Need 700. 16.5, now 17. 17.5, now 18. Bid 1,800. 1,800. 1,800. Now 18.5. I'm at 1,800, now 18.5. Bid 18.5. 1,850. 19, now 19.5. I'm at 1,900, now 19.5. 1,950. 1,950. Sold $1,900. Sold $1,900. Lot number 87 is a 2005 Jaguar X-Type, folks. This one here is a 2005 Jaguar X-Type. There it is. 575, now 600. Bid 600. 575, now 600. Bid 600. $600, now 6.25. 600 bid, now 6.25. Bid 6.25, now 6.5. I need 6.5. 6.25, now 6.5. Bid 6.5, now 675. 675, now 700. Bid 700. Now 7.25. 7.25, now 7.5. Bid 7.5. 750. Now 775. I'm 7.5, now 775. 775. 800, now 8.25. But 8.25, now 8.5. I'm 8.25, now 8.5. Now 875. I need 875. 8.5, now 875. Bid 875. Now 900. Bid 900. 875, now 900. Now 9.25. 900 bid, now 9.25. Bid 9.25. 925. Sold $900. Sold $900. Lot number 88 is going to be salvage, folks. This one here is a salvage 2007 Saturn Ion. Salvage, 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 folks. 200, now 2.25. I need 2.25. Salvage on this one, folks. 2.5, now 275. 300, now 3.25. 3.25, now 3.5, now 375. Bid 375. 375. 400, now 4.25. 400 bid, now 4.25. Bid 4.25. 425. Sold $400. Sold $400. Lot number 89 is the 2007 Ford Fusion. 2007 Ford Fusion, folks. 3.25, now 3.5. I'm at 3.25, now 3.5. Are we entertained there? 3.25, now 3.5. Bid 3.5. 350. 375, now 400. Bid 400. 375, now 400. 4.25, now 4.5. I'm 4.25, now 4.5. Bid 4.5. 450. 4.5. Now 475. I'm at 4.5, now 475. Bid 475. 475. Sold 4.5. Sold 4.5. Lot number 90 is going to be a 2009 Toyota Camry. This one here, folks, lot number 90 is the 2009 Toyota Camry. 875, now 900. I'm 875, now 900. Bid 900, $900. 875, now 900. Now 9.25. Not at a bid, now 9.25. Bid 9.25. 925. Now 9.5. Bid 9.5. 9.25, now 9.5. 950. Sold 9.25. Sold 9.25. Moving on to lot number 92 is a 2006 Toyota Camry. There it is, folks. 2006 Toyota Camry. 5.25, now 5.5. I need 5.5. 575, now 600. $600. 575, now 600. Bid 600. 575, now 600. 6.25, now 6.5. 650. 6.25, now 6.5. Bid 6.5. 650. Now 675. I'm 6.5, now 675, now 700. Bid 700, now 7.25. Bid 7.25. 725. Now 7.5. I'm at 7.25, now 7.5. Bid 7.5. 750. Sold 7.25. Sold 7.25. Nope. Moving on to lot number 93 is a 2009 Mitsubishi Galant, folks. Lot number 93 is the 2009 Mitsubishi Galant. 575, now 600. Bid 600. 600, 6.25, now 6.5. I need 6.5. 6.25, now 6.5. 675, now 700. $700. 675, now 700. Bid 700. Sold 675. Sold 675. Lot number 94 is the 2012 Chevrolet Impala, folks. 2012 Chevrolet Impala. 2.5, now 275. I'm at 2.5, 275, 300, now 3.25. 300 bid, now 3.25. Bid 3.25. 325. Sold $300. Sold $300. Lot number 95, rebuild salvage, folks. This is a rebuild salvage, folks. 2001 Honda Civic. Here we go. 2.5, now 275. I'm at 2.5, now 275, bid 275, 300, now 3.25, 300 bid, now 3.25, bid 3.25, 3.5, now 375. I'm 375, 400, now 4.25, bid 4.25, now 4.5, I'm 4.5, now 475, 475, now 500, now 5.25, 500 bid, now 5.25, now 5.5. I need 5.5, now 575, bid 575, now 600. Bid 600, 575, now 600, now 6.25, bid 6.25, 625, now 6.5. I'm 6.25, now 6.5, now 675. Bid 675, now 700. I need 700, 675, now 700, now 7.25, 700 bid, now 7.25, 725, 725. Sold $700, sold $700. Next up is also a rebuild salvage, folks. Lot number 96 is a rebuild salvage 2009 Honda Civic. And it's convertible ready. On this 2009 Honda Civic rebuild salvage, folks. 300, now 3.25. Bid, now 3.25, 3.5, now 375. I'm at 375, now 400. Bid 400, now 4.25. 400 bid, now 4.25. Bid 4.25, 425. Now 4.5. I'm 4.5, now 475. Bid 475. Sold 4.5. Sold 4.5. All right, moving on to lot number 97 is a 2000 Mercury Grand Marquis, folks. 2000 Mercury Grand Marquis. I'm at 500 now, 5.25. 5.25 now, 5.5. Bid 5.5. 5.25 now, 5.5. 550. 550 now, 575. 575 now, 600. Bid 600. 575 now, 600. Sold 575. Sold 575. Lot number 98 is a 2008 Mercury Grand Marquis. Oh yeah, look at that, they're Twinkies. 2008 Mercury Grand Marquis, folks. Little newer model here. 5.25 now, 5.5. I'm at 5.25 now, 5.5. Bid 5.5. 5.25 now, 5.5. 550. Sold 5.25. Sold 5.25. Lot number 99 is going to be the 2003 Cadillac Seville. 2003 Cadillac Seville. Here we go. 400, 4.25, and 4.5, now 475. I'm at 4.5, now 475, 475, 475, 500, now 5.25, 500 bid, now 5.25, bid 5.25, 525, 525. Sold $500, sold $500. Lot number 100 is the 2010 Volkswagen Jetta. Another hot deal here, folks. Hot deal. On the 2010 Volkswagen Jetta, lot number 100. Here's your hot deal, folks. 200, now 2.25. 200 bid, now 2.25. Bid 2.25, 225, 225. All done, all through. Sold $200, sold $200. Lot number 101, rebuild salvage, folks. Rebuild salvage 2012 Hyundai Elantra. This is a rebuild salvage right here, folks. On the Hyundai Elantra 2012. 500 now, 5.25 now, 5.5. I'm 5.25 now, 5.5. Bid 5.5. 550 now, 575. 575 now, 600. 6.25 now, 6.5. I'm 6.5 now, 675. 700. Bid 700 now, 7.25. 7.25 now, 7.5. Bid 7.5. 750. 7.5. Sold 7.25. Sold 7.25. Moving on to lot number 103. I got you. 2016 Ford Fiesta. Please get off your pictures. This is the last one on the row, and we need to get this truck and trailer turned around, folks. Please get off your pictures. 2016 Ford Fiesta, folks. 800, 8.25, bid 8.25, 800, 8.25, 8.5. I'm 8.5, now 875. Bid 875, 900, now 9.25. 900 bid, now 9.25, now 9.5. I need 9.5, 9.5, now 975. $975. I can drive just like him. $975. Now $1,050. $1,000 bill, now $1,050. Right. $1,050 means 50. And straight, just like that. Sold 1,000. Sold 1,000. Lot number 104 is going to be the 2011 Mazda 2, folks. This one here is lot number 104 is a 2011 Mazda 2. 575, now 600. Bid 600. 575, now 600. Bid 600. 6 and a quarter, now 6 and a half. I'm at 6 and a quarter, now 6 and a half. Bid 6 and a half, now 675. 675, now 700. Bid 700. $700. 675, now 700. Now 7 and a quarter. 7 and a bid, now 7 and a quarter. Now 7 and a half. I'm 7 and a quarter, now 7 and a half. Bid 7 and a half. Now 775. I'm 7 and a half, now 775. Now 800. Bid 800. 775, now 800. Bid 800. Now 8 and a quarter. 8 and a bid, now 8 and a quarter. Bid 8 and a quarter. 825. 825. Sold $800. Sold $800. Lot number 105 is the 2004 Mitsubishi Lancer, folks. This one here, folks. 2004 Mitsubishi Lancer. 475, now 500. Bid 500. 475, now 500, now 5 and a quarter. 5 and a bid, now 5 and a quarter. Bid 5 and a quarter. 525. 525, now 5 and a half. I'm 5 and a quarter, now 5 and a half. Bid 5 and a half, now 575. I'm 5 and a half, now 575. 575. 575. Sold 5 and a half. Sold 5 and a half. Lot number 106 is the 2010 Nissan Sentra. This one here, folks, 2010 Nissan Sentra. 400, now 4 and a quarter. 400 bid, now 4 and a quarter. Bid 4 and a quarter. 425. 425, now 4 and a half. I'm 4 and a quarter, now 4 and a half. Now 475. 475, now 500. Bid 500, now 5 and a quarter. 5 and a bid, now 5 and a quarter. Bid 5 and a quarter, now 5 and a half. 5 and a half, now 575. Bid 575. 575. Now 600. Bid 600. 575, now 600, now 6 and a quarter. 6 and a bid, now 6 and a quarter. 625. 625. Sold $600. Sold $600. Lot number 107 is going to be the 2007 Toyota Camry. This one here, folks, 2007 Toyota Camry. 6 and a quarter, now 6 and a half. I'm 6 and a half, now 675. Bid 675. 675. 6 and a half, now 675. Now 700. Bid 700, now 7 and a quarter. 7 and a quarter, now 7 and a half. Bid 7 and a half. 750. 7 and a half. 750. Sold 7 and a quarter. Sold 7 and a quarter. Lot number 108 is the 2005 Chevrolet Cavalier. This one here, folks, 2005 Chevrolet Cavalier. 200, now 2 and a quarter. 200 bid, now 2 and a quarter. Bid 2 and a quarter. 225. 225. 2 and a half, now 275. I'm at 2 and a half, now 275. 275. Sold 2 and a half. Sold 2 and a half. Lot number 109 is going to be the 2006 Honda Accord. This is your 2006 Honda Accord, folks. I'm at 300, 3 and a half, now 375. I'm 3 and a half, now 375. 400, now 4 and a quarter. 400 bid, now 4 and a quarter. Bid 4 and a quarter. 4 and a half, now 475. 475, now 500. $500. Now 5 and a quarter. 500 bid, now 5 and a quarter. Now 5 and a half. Bid 5 and a half. 5 and a quarter, now 5 and a half. Now 575. 575. 575. Sold 5 and a half. Sold 5 and a half. Lot number 110 is going to be the 2005 Nissan Maxima, folks. This one here is going to be lot number 110, your 2005 Nissan Maxima. 6.5, now 675. I'm 6.5, now 675. Bid 675, 675. 6.5. Sold, 6.5. Sold, 6.5. Lot number 111 is the 2006 Mercedes C-Class. This one here, folks, 2006 Mercedes C-Class. 3.5, now 375. I'm at 3.5, now 375. Bid 375, 375, 400, now 4.25. 400 bid, now 4.25. Bid 4.25, 425. Sold, $400. Sold, $400. Lot number 112 is going to be a rebuilt salvage, folks. Rebuilt salvage, 2008 Dodge Magnum. Rebuilt salvage on this 2008 Dodge Magnum, folks. 6.5, now 675. I'm at 6.5, now 675. Bid 675. 700, now 7.25. 700 bid, now 7.25. 7.5, now 775. 800, now 8.25. Now 8.5. I'm 8.5, now 875. 900, now 9.25. 900 bid, now 9.25. Now 9.5, 975. Bid 975. 975. 975. Sold 9.5. Sold 9.5. Lot number 113 is a 2009 Buick Lucerne. This one here, folks, 2009 Buick Lucerne. 4.25, now 4.5. I'm at 4.25, now 4.5. Bid 4.5, 450, now 475. I'm 4.5, now 475. Bid 475, now 500. Bid 500, 475, now 500, now 5.25. 500 bid, now 5.25. Bid 5.25, now 5.5. I need 5.5. 5.25, now 5.5. Bid 5.5, 550. Sold 5.25. Sold 5.25. Lot number 114 is a 2003 Kia Rio. This one here, folks, 2003 Kia Rio. Your lot number 114. 3.5, now 375. I'm at 3.5, now 375. Bid 375, 375. Sold 3.5. Sold 3.5. Lot number 115 is a 2007 Mitsubishi Eclipse. This one here, folks, 2007 Mitsubishi Eclipse. 4.25, 4.5, now 475. I'm at 4.5, now 475. Bid 475, 475, now 500. Bid 500, 475, now 500, now 5.25. 500 bid, now 5.25. Bid 5.25, 525, 525, 5.25. Sold, $500. Sold, $500. There you go, Mom. Coming up next is lot number 117, folks, is a 2010 Ford Focus. This one here is the 2010 Ford Focus. 6.5, now 675. I'm at 6.5, now 675. Bid 675, 675. 700, now 7.25. 700 bid, now 7.25. Bid 7.25, 725. Come on. Sold $700. Sold $700. Lot number 118 is a 2004 Mitsubishi Lancer. 2004 Mitsubishi Lancer, folks. 300, now 3.25. 300 bid, now 3.25. Bid 3.25. 325, 325. Sold $300. Sold $300. Lot number 119 is going to be the 2010 Chrysler PT Cruiser. This one here, folks, 2010 Chrysler PT Cruiser, 3 1/4, now 3 1/2. I'm at 3 1/4, now 3 1/2. Bid 3 1/2, 350. Sold 3 1/4, sold 3 1/4. Lot number 120 is a 2008 Suzuki SX4. This is the 2008 Suzuki SX4. 200, now 2 1/4. 200 bid, now 2 1/4. Bid 2 1/4, 225. 225, now 2 1/2. I'm 2 1/2, now 275. 300, now 3 1/4. 300 bid, now 3 1/4, now 3 1/2. I'm 3 1/2, 375, now 400. Bid 400, 425, 425. Sold $400, sold $400. Lot number 121 is a 2008 Chevrolet HHR, folks. This one here is your 2008 Chevrolet HHR. Here we go, 575, 600, now 6 1/4. 600 bid, now 6 1/4. Bid 6 1/4, 625, 625. Now 6 1/2. I'm 6 1/2, now 675. Bid 675. Now 700. 675, now 700. Bid 700, $700. 675, now 700. Sold 675, sold 675. Lot number 122 is the 2014 Toyota Corolla, folks. 2014 Toyota Corolla. Here we go. 800, now 8 1/4, now 8 1/2. I'm 8 1/4, now 8 1/2. Bid 8 1/2, 850, now 875. I'm 8 1/2, now 875. Bid 875, now 900. I need 900. 875, now 900, now 9 1/4. 900 bid, 9 1/4, now 9 1/2, now 975. I need 975. 9 1/2, 975, now 1,000. Bid 1,000. 1,050, now 1,100. I need 1,100. 1,050, now 1,100. Bid 1,100, 1,100, now 11 1/2. I'm at 11 1/2, now 1,200. Bid 1,200, 1,200, $1,200. Now 12 1/2. I'm at 1,200, now 12 1/2. Bid 12 1/2, now 13. I need 13. 12 1/2, now 13. Bid 13, now 13 1/2. I'm at 1,300, now 13 1/2. Bid 13 1/2. Sold $1,300, sold $1,300. Lot number 123 is the 2015 Ford Fusion. Did she get some warmers for her heads? 2015 Ford Fusion. 1,200, now 12 1/2. She said no. Okay. 1,200, now 12 1/2. I'm at 1,200, now 12 1/2. 13, now 13 1/2. I'm at 1,300, now 13 1/2. Bid 13 1/2. 14, now 14 1/2. I'm 14 1/2, now 15. Bid 15, now 15 1/2. 15 1/2, now 16. Bid 16, now 16 1/2. I'm 16 1/2, now 17, now 17 1/2. 17 1/2, now 18, now 18 1/2, now 19. Bid 19, 18 1/2, now 19, now 19 1/2, now 2,000. Bid 2,000. 2,000, now 2,050, now 21. I need 21. 2,050, now 21. Bid 21. 2,100. Sold 2,050. Sold 2,050. Lot number 124, rebuild salvage, folks. This is a rebuild salvage 2011 BMW 3 Series. Rebuild salvage 2011 BMW 3 Series. 400, 4 1/4, 4 1/2, now 475. 500, now 5 1/4, 5 1/2. Bid 5 1/2. 5 1/4, now 5 1/2. Bid 5 1/2. 550, now 575. 575, now 600, now 6 1/4. I need 6 1/4. 600, now 6 1/4. Bid 675. 575, now 600, now 6 1/4. I need 6 1/4. 600, now 6 1/4. Bid 6 1/4. Now 6 1/2. I'm 6 1/2, now 675. Bid 675. 675. Now 700. I need 700, now 7 1/4. 700 bid, now 7 1/4. 725. 725. Sold $700. Sold $700. Lot number 125 is the 2016 Volkswagen Jetta, folks. 2016 Volkswagen Jetta. 600, now 6 1/4. 600 bid, now 6 1/4. Bid 6 1/4, now 6 1/2. I'm 6 1/4, now 6 1/2, now 675. I need 675. 6 1/2, now 675. 675, 700, 7 1/4, now 7 1/2. I need 7 1/2. 7 1/2, now 775, now 800. Bid 800, now 8 1/4. 800 bid, now 8 1/4. Bid 8 1/4, now 8 1/2. I'm 8 1/2, now 875. Bid 875, now 900, now 9 1/4. 9 1/4, 9 1/2, now 975. Now 1,000. Bid 1,000. 975. Now 1,000. 1,050. 1,050. Now 1,100. Bid 1,100 means $1,100. Now 11 and a half. I'm at 1,100. Now 11 and a half. Bid 11 and a half means 150. 11 and a half. Come on. It's stuck. Sold $1,100. Sold $1,100. All right, moving on to the 2017 Honda Civic, lot number 126. 2017 Honda Civic, folks. 9,500 now. Now 95 and a half. 94, now 95. Bid 95. 9,500, now 96. Sold 9,500. Sold 9,500. Lot number 127 is the 1998 Honda Accord, folks. This one here is a 1998 Honda Accord. I'm 2.5, 275, 300, now 3 1/4. 300 bid, now 3 1/4, 3 1/2, now 375. 375, now 400, now 4 1/4. Bid 4 1/4, now 4 1/2. I need 4 1/2. 4 1/2, now 475, now 500. Bid 500, now 5 1/4, now 5 1/2. I need 5 1/2. 5 1/4, now 5 1/2. Bid 5 1/2. 5 1/4, now 5 1/2. Sold 5 1/4. Sold 5 1/4. Lot number 128 is the 2008 Saturn Aura. This one here, folks, 2008 Saturn Aura. Here we go. 300, now 3 1/4. 300 bid, now 3 1/4. Bid 3 1/4. 325. You okay? Bid 3 1/4. 3 1/2. Now 375. I'm at 375. 400. Now 4 1/4. Bid 4 1/4. 425. 425. Now 4 1/2. I'm 4 1/2. Now 475. Bid 475. 475. 500. Now 5 1/4. 500 bid. Now 5 1/4. Now 5 1/2. I'm 5 1/4. Now 5 1/2. Bid 5 1/2. 550. Sold 5 1/4. Sold 5 1/4. Lot number 129 is a 2005 Volkswagen Jetta. The 2005 Volkswagen Jetta. 5 1/4, 5 1/2, now 575. 575, now 600. Bid 600, $600. 575, now 600. Bid 600, now 6 1/4. 600 bid, now 6 1/4. Now 6 1/2. I'm 6 1/4, now 6 1/2, now 675. Bid 675, now 700. Bid 700, $700, now 7 1/4. 7 1/4, now 7 1/2. Now 775. Bid 775, $775, now 800. Bid 800, 775, now 800. Bid 800. Sold 775. Sold 775. Lot number 130 is the 2009 Honda Accord. This one here, folks, 2009 Honda Accord. 5 1/2, 575, 600, now 6 1/4. 6 1/4, now 6 1/2, now 675. 675, now 700, now 7 1/4, now 7 1/2. Bid 7 1/2, now 775. 775, now 800, now 8 1/4. 800 bid, now 8 1/4, 8 1/2, now 875. Now 900. 900, now 9 1/4. Bid 9 1/4. 925, now 9 1/2. I'm 9 1/4, now 9 1/2. Bid 9 1/2, 950, 9 1/2. Sold 9 1/4. Sold 9 1/4. Moving on to lot number 131 is a 2008 Toyota Matrix. 2008 Toyota Matrix, folks. 675, now 700. I'm 675, now 700. Bid 700, $700. Now 7 and a quarter. 7 and a bit, now 7 and a quarter. Bid 7 and a quarter, 725, $725, now 7 and a half. I'm 7 and a half, now 775. 775, now $800. $775, now 800. Bid 800, now 8 and a quarter. 8 and a bit, now 8 and a quarter. 8 and a half, now 875. I'm at 8 and a half, now 875. Bid 875, $875, now 900. Bid 900, 875, now 900, now 9 and a quarter, now 9 and a half. Bid 9 and a half, 9 and a quarter, now 9 and a half. Bid 9 and a half, 950. Sold 9 and a quarter, sold 9 and a quarter. Lot number 132 is going to be the 2012 Hyundai Sonata, folks. This one here is your 2012 Hyundai Sonata. I'm 4.5, now 475. 4.5, now 475. Bid 475, $475. Now 500. $500. 475, now 500, now 5 and a quarter. 5 and a quarter, now 5 and a half. Bid 5 and a half, $550. 5 and a half, now 575. 600, now 6 and a quarter. 6 and a bit, now 6 and a quarter. Now 6 and a half. 6 and a half, now 675. $675. 675, now 700. I need 700, now 7 and a quarter. 7 and a bit, now 7 and a quarter. 7 and a quarter, 725. Now 7 and a half. 7 and a half, now 775. Bid 775. Sold 7 and a half. Sold 7 and a half. Lot number 133 is a 2019 Subaru Impreza, folks. This one here is your 2019. It is the last one on the row, so let's get this. Please put off your pictures so we can get this truck and trailer turned around. Here we go. Please put off your pictures on the 2019 Subaru Impreza. 31 and a half, now 32. I'm 3,200, now 32 and a half, now 33. 300, 32 and a half, now 33. Bid 3,300, now 33 and a half. I'm 33 and a half, now 34. Bid 3,400, now 34 and a half, now 35, now 35 and a half. I'm at 35 and a half, now 36. Bid 36, 3,600, 3,600. Okay. Sold 35 and a half. Sold 35 and a half. Lot number 134 is going to be the 1998 Honda Civic. This one here, folks, your 1998 Honda Civic. I'm at 2.5, now 275. 275, 300, now 3 and a quarter, now 3 and a half. Bid 3 and a half. 3 and a quarter, now 3 and a half. Bid 3 and a half, now 375. I'm 3 and a half, now 375. 375. 375, now 400. Bid 400, now 4 and a quarter. 4 and a quarter, now 4 and a half. Bid 4 and a half. 4 and a quarter, now 4 and a half, now 475. 475, now 500. Bid 500, $500. 475, now 500. Bid 500. Sold 475. Sold 475. Lot number 135 is a 2005 Nissan Maxima, folks. 2005 Nissan Maxima. Your lot number 135, folks. 200, now 2 and a quarter. 200 bid, now 2 and a. Yes. We should be on 135. Moving on to the next one. Moving on to the next one. You're right. She couldn't hear the airplane. This one here, folks, is your 2005 Nissan Maxima, folks. 300, now 3 and a quarter. 300 bid, now 3 and a quarter. Bid 3 and a quarter. 325. 3 and a quarter. Sold $300. Sold $300. Next up is lot number 136. The planes decided to come out and fly. 2016 Jeep Patriot. They're loud. Here we go. Lot number 136. 2016 Jeep Patriot, folks. 775, now 800. Bid 800. 775, now 800. Bid 800, now 8 and a quarter. In a bid, now 8 and a quarter, now 8 and a half. I'm 8 and a quarter, now 8 and a half. Bid 8 and a half. 850, $850, now 875. I'm 875, now 900. Bid 900. 875, now 900. Sold $875. Sold. $875. Lot number 137 is a 2008 Buick LaCrosse. This one here, folks. Your 2008 Buick LaCrosse. 200, now 2.25. 200 bid, now 2.25. Bid 2.25. 225, 225. 2.25. Sold. $200. Sold. $200. Next up is going to be lot number 138. It is a 2016 Kia Sorento, folks. This is your 2016 Kia Sorento. I'm at 1,700, now 17 and a half. 1,700, now 17 and a half. Bid 17 and a half. Bid 1,750. Sold. $1,700. Sold. $1,700. Next up, lot number 139 is the 2003 Toyota 4Runner, folks. This one here is a 2003 Toyota 4Runner. 7.5, now 775. I'm 7.5, now 775. 775. 775, now 800. Bid 800. 800, I 8.25. 800 bid, now 8.25. Bid 8.25. 825. 825. Now 8.5. I'm 8.5. 875, now 900. Bid 900. $900. 9.25, now 9.5. I'm 9.25, now 9.5. Now 975. 975, now 1,000. Bid 1,000. 975, now 1,000. 1,050. Bid 1,050, now 1,100. Bid 1,100, 1,100. 1,100, now 11.5. I'm at 1,100, now 11.5. Now 1,200. Bid 1,200. 1,200. $1,200. 12.5, now 13. I'm 1,300, now 13.5. Bid 13.5. 1,350. 1,350, now 14. I'm 1,400, now 14.5. Bid 14.5. 1,450. 1,450. Sold. $1,400. Sold. $1,400. Lot number 140 is the 2010 Hyundai Santa Fe. This one here, folks, is a 2010 Hyundai Santa Fe. I'm at 12.5, 13, now 13.5. I'm 1,300, now 13.5. Bid 13.5. 1,350. 13.5. Now 14. I need 14, now 14.5. Bid 14.5. 1,400, now 14.5. Bid 1,450. Now 15. I need 15. 1,500, now 15.5. Bid 15.5. 1,550. Sold. $1,500. Sold. $1,500. Lot number 141 is going to be a rebuild salvage, folks. This is a rebuild salvage of my favorite year, 1999 Honda CR-V, folks. Rebuild salvage. 3.5, now 375. 375, 400, now 4.25. 400 bid, now 4.25. 4.5, now 475. I'm at 4.5, 475, now 500. Bid 500, now 5.25. 500 bid, now 5.25. Bid 5.25, now 5.5. I'm 5.25, now 5.5. Bid 5.5. 550. 5.5. Now 5.5. 575, now 600. Bid 600. 575, now 600. Bid 600, now 6.25. 600 bid, now 6.25. Now 6.5. I need 6.5. 6.25, now 6.5. Bid 6.5. 650. Sold. 6.25. Sold. 6.25. Lot number 142 is a 2000 Honda Civic, folks. 2000 Honda Civic, lot number 142. 4.5, now 475. I'm at 4.5, now 475. Bid 475, 475. 475, now 500. I need 500. 475, now 500. Bid 500, now 5.25. 500 bid, now 5.25. Now 5.5. I'm 5.25, now 5.5. Bid 5.5. 550, now 575. 575, now 600. Now 6.25. 6.25, now 6.5. Bid 6.5. 650, now 675. I'm 675, now 700. Bid 700, $700, now 7 and a quarter. 7 and a bid, now 7 and a quarter. Bid 7 and a quarter, 725. Sold $700. Sold $700. Lot number 143 is a 2011 Toyota Camry. 2011 Toyota Camry. 1200, now 12 and a half. 12 and a half, now 13. Bid 13. 12 and a half, now 13, now 13 and a half. I'm at 13 and a half, 14, now 14 and a half, 15, now 15 and a half. I'm 1500, now 15 and a half, now 16, 16 and a half. Bid 16 and a half, now 17. 1700, now 17 and a half, now 18. Bid 1800, now 18 and a half, 19, now 19 and a half. I'm at 19 and a half, now 2000, now 2050. Bid 2050, 2050, 2050, now 21. I need 21. 2050, now 21. Bid 2100, now 21 and a half. I'm at 2100, now 21 and a half. Bid 21 and a half. Sold 2100. Sold 2100. Lot number 144 is a 2010 Toyota Yaris. This one here, folks, is a 2010 Toyota Yaris. Here we go. 5 and a half, now 575. I'm at 5 and a half, now 575. Bid 575, 600, now 6 and a quarter. 600 bid, now 6 and a quarter, now 6 and a half. I need 6 and a half. 6 and a quarter, now 6 and a half. Bid 6 and a half, 675, now 700. I need 700. 675, now 700. $700, now 7 and a quarter. 7 and a quarter, now 7 and a half. Bid 7 and a half. $750. 7 and a half. Sold 7 and a quarter. Sold 7 and a quarter. Lot number 145 is a 2017 Toyota Camry. This one here, folks, is a 2017 Toyota Camry. 1100, now 11 and a half. 11 and a half, now 1200. Bid 1200. 11 and a half, now 1200. Bid 1200, now 12 and a half. I need 12 and a half. 1200, now 12 and a half. Bid 12 and a half, now 13. I need 13, now 13 and a half. 1300, now 13 and a half. Bid 13 and a half. 1350. 1350, now 14. I need 14, now 14 and a half. Bid 14 and a half, now 15. I need 1500, now 15 and a half. Bid 15 and a half. 1550, 16, now 16 and a half. 17, now 17 and a half. 18, now 18 and a half, now 19. I'm 19, now 19 and a half. 2000, 2050, now 21. 21 and a half, now 22. 22 and a half, now 23. 23 and a half. Bid 24. 24 and a half. 24 and a half. 2450, 2450. Now 25. 25, now 25 and a half. Bid 25 and a half. 2550. Sold 2500. Sold 2500. Lot number 146 is a 2012 Honda Civic. This one here is a 2012 Honda Civic, folks. Here we go. 200, now 2 and a quarter. 200 bid, now 2 and a quarter, now 2 and a half. I'm 2 and a half, now 275. Bid 275. 300, now 3 and a quarter. 300 bid, now 3 and a quarter. Now 3 and a half, now 375. I need 375. 400, now 4 and a quarter. 4 and a half, now 475. Bid 475. 475. 500, now 5 and a quarter. 5 and a quarter, now 5 and a half. Bid 5 and a half. 550, now 575. I'm 575, now 600. Now 6 and a quarter. 6 and a quarter, now 6 and a half. Now 675. 675. 675. Now 700. 700, now 7 and a quarter. 7 and a bit, now 7 and a quarter. Now 7 and a half. 7 and a half, now 775. Bid 775. Sold 7 and a half. Sold 7 and a half. All right, lot number 147 is a rebuild salvage, folks. Rebuild salvage 2015 Mazda 3. Rebuild salvage 575, now 600. Bid 600. 575, 600, 6 and a quarter, now 6 and a half. And 6 and a half, now 675, 675, now 700. $700. now 7 1/4, 7 1/2, now 7 1/4, bid 7 1/4, now 7 1/2. I'm 7 1/2, now 775, bid 775, 775, 775, sold 7 1/2, sold 7 1/2. Lot number 148 is also rebuilt salvage, 2011 Kia Forte. Rebuilt salvage, 2011 Kia Forte, folks. Rebuilt salvage, 2.5, now 275. I'm at 2.5, now 275. Bid 275, 275, 275. Sold 2.5, sold 2.5. Next up is going to be lot number 149 is a 2000 Ford Mustang. This one here, folks, is a 2009 Ford Mustang. I'm 3.5, now 375. I'm 3.5, now 375. Bid 375, 375, 375. 400, now 4 1/4. 400 bid, now 4 1/4. Bid 4 1/4. 425. 4.5, now 475. I'm at 4.5, now 475. Bid 475. Sold 4.5. Sold 4.5. Lot number 150 is a 2013 Ford Mustang. This one here, folks, is a 2013 Ford Mustang. I'm at 6 1/4, now 6.5. 6 1/4, now 6.5. Bid 6.5. 6 1/4, now 6.5. 650. 6.5. Sold 6 1/4. Sold 6 1/4. Lot number 151, rebuilt salvage, folks. Rebuilt salvage, 2001 Ford Mustang. Rebuilt salvage on the Mustang, folks. Here we go. 3.5, now 375. I'm 3.5, now 375. 400, now 4 1/4. 400 bid, now 4 1/4. Bid 4 1/4. 425. 425. Sold $400. Sold $400. Lot number 152 is a 2005 Ford Focus. This one here, folks, is a 2005 Ford Focus. 2.5, now 275. I'm at 2.5, now 275. Bid 275, 275, 275. Sold 2.5, sold 2.5. Lot number 153 is the 2015 Mazda CX-5. This one's marked bio on the computer, folks. It's not on my paperwork, but go ahead and mark it as bio. It is marked bio. 2015 Mazda CX-5. Here we go. 675, now 700. I'm at 675, 700, now 7 1/4. 7 1/4, now 7.5. Bid 7.5, now 775. I'm 775, now 800, now 8 1/4. 800 bid, now 8 1/4. Bid 8 1/4. 875, now 900. Bid 900, now 9 1/4. 900 bid, now 9 1/4. Bid 9.5, now 975. I'm 975, now 1,000, 1,050, now 1,100. 1,100, now 11.5. Bid 11.5, now 1,200. I need 1,200. 11.5, now 1,200, now 12.5, now 13. Bid 13. 12.5, now 13. Bid 13. 1,300, 1,300, 1,300. Sold 12.5. Sold 12.5. Lot number 154 is a 2015 Chrysler 200, folks. This one here, folks, is going to be the 2015 Chrysler 200. Here we go. 600. Please bid off your pictures. It's on the 2017 Hyundai Accent. The 2017 Hyundai Accent. Please bid off your pictures. We're going to get around the impound so we can get to the last row of vehicles. 1,100, now 11.5. I'm at 1,100, now 11.5, now 1,200. Bid 1,200, 1,200, $1,200. 11.5, now 1,200. Bid 1,200, now 12.5. I'm at 1,200, now 12.5, now 13. Bid 13, 12.5, now 13. 1,300, 1,300, 1,300. Sold 12.5. Sold 12.5. We're going to move on to lot number 157. Is a 2009 Nissan Altima. Same story here, folks. We're almost there, but please put off your pictures. Please put off your pictures on this 2009 Nissan Altima. I'm at 200, now 2 and a quarter. 200 bid, now 2 and a quarter. Bid 2 and a quarter. 225. 225. 2 and a half, now 275. I'm 275, 300, now 3 and a quarter, now 3 and a half. I'm 3 and a half, 375, now 400, now 4 and a quarter. Bid 4 and a quarter. 400, now 4 and a quarter. Bid 4 and a quarter. 425, 425, 4 and a half, 500, now 5 and a quarter. Bid 5 and a quarter. 500, now 5 and a quarter. Bid 5 and a quarter. 5 and a quarter. Sold $500. Sold $500. Lot number 158 is going to be the 2007 Cadillac CTS. It's down the maroon one. Or purple, whatever color it is. Burgundy, maroon, purple. Make it your color. It's your whatever color you want when you get it. 2007 Cadillac CTS. I'm at 5.5, now 575. 5.5, now 5. Oh, it is a brighter color. 575, now 600. Bid 600, now 6 and a quarter. 600 bid, now 6 and a quarter. Bid 6 and a quarter. 625 on the Cadillac, folks. 6 and a quarter, now 6 and a half. I'm at 6 and a quarter, now 6 and a half. Bid 6 and a half. 650. Now 675. I'm 6 and a half, now 675. Bid 675. 675, now 700. I need 700. 700, now 7 and a quarter. 700 bid, now 7 and a quarter. Bid 7 and a quarter. 7 and a quarter, now 7 and a half. I'm 7 and a half, now 775. Bid 775. Now 800. Bid 800, now 8 and a quarter. 800 bid, now 8 and a quarter. Bid 8 and a quarter. 825. 825. Now 8 and a half. I'm 8 and a quarter, now 8 and a half. Bid 8 and a half. 850. Sold 8 and a quarter. Sold 8 and a quarter. Lot number 159 is a 2011 Hyundai Sonata. 2011 Hyundai Sonata, folks. Here we go. 5 and a quarter, now 5 and a half. On 5 and a half, 575, now 600. Bid 600. 575, now 600. Now 6 and a quarter. 600 bid, now 6 and a quarter, now 6 and a half. I need 6 and a half, now 675, now 700. Bid 700, 7 and a quarter, 7 and a half, 775, now 800. Bid 800, 8 and a quarter, now 8 and a half. I'm 8 and a half, now 875. Bid 875, 900, now 9 and a quarter, now 9 and a half. I need 9 and a half. 9 and a half, now 975. Bid 975, 975. 1,000, 1,050. $1,000 bid, now 1,050. 1,050, now 1,100. I need 1,100. 1,050, now 1,100. Bid 1,100, means $1,100. Sold 1,050. Sold 1,050. Lot number 161 is going to be a 2012 Chevrolet Malibu. Lot number 161 is the 2012 Chevy Malibu, folks. 6.5, now 675. I'm 6.5, now 675. Bid 675, now 700. I need 700. 675, now 700. Bid 700. Sold 675. Sold 675. All right, folks, I'm down to the last 10 cars. So if you haven't got yourself a vehicle, now's your chance. Ya nada más me faltan 10 vehículos por vender. So si no ha comprado uno, ahora es su oportunidad. This one here, lot number 162, is your 1995 Ford F-250, folks. 1995 Ford F-250. 1,100, now 11 and a half. I'm at 1,100, now 11 and a half. 1,150, 11 and a half. Sold $1,100. Sold $1,100. Lot number 163 is the 2010 Chevrolet Cobalt. This one here, your 2010 Chevy Cobalt, folks. 4.5, now 475. I'm at 4.5, now 475. Bid 475, 475 on the Chevy Cobalt, now 500. Bid 500, 475, now 500. Bid 500, $500. Sold 475. Sold 475. Lot number 164, rebuilt salvage, folks. Rebuilt salvage 2008 Ford Focus. Rebuilt salvage 2008 Ford Focus. 475, now 500, now 5 and a quarter. 500 bid, now 5 and a quarter. Bid 5 1/4, now 5 1/2. I'm 5 1/4, now 5 1/2. Bid 5 1/2, now 575. I'm 575, now 600. Bid 600, $600. Bid 600. Now 6 1/4, 600 bid, now 6 1/4, now 6 1/2. I'm 6 1/4, now 6 1/2. Bid 6 1/2, now 675. I'm 6 1/2, now 675, $675, 675. Sold 6 1/2, sold 6 1/2. Lot number 165 is a 2005 Toyota Camry. This one here, folks, lot number 165 is a 2005 Toyota Camry. I'm at 200, now 2 1/4. 200 bid, now 2 1/4. Bid 2 1/4, 225, $225. Sold $200, sold $200. Lot number 166 is a 2013 Dodge Avenger. 2013 Dodge Avenger, folks. Here we go. 1,000, 1,050. $1,000 bid, 1,050. Bid 1,050, need 50. 1,050, now 1,100. I'm at 1,050, now 1,100, now 11.5. I'm at 1,100, now 11.5. Bid 11.5, need 150, now 1,200. Bid 1,200, 11.5, now 1,200, now 12.5. I need 12.5, 1,200, now 12.5. Bid 12.5, 1,250, 12.5. Sold $1,200, sold $1,200. Lot number 167 is a 2014 Nissan Maxima. This one here, folks, 2014 Nissan Maxima. I'm at 9 1/4, now 9 1/2. 9 1/4, now 9 1/2. Bid 9 1/2, now 975. 975, now 1,000, 1,050. Bid 1,050, need 50, now 1,100. Bid 1,100, 1,050, now 1,100, now 11.5. I'm at 1,100, now 11.5. Bid 11.5, now 1,200. I need 1,200, 11.5, now 1,200. Bid 1,200, now 12.5. I need 12.5, 1,200, now 12.5, now 13. Bid 13, now 13.5. I'm 1,300, now 13.5, now 14. Bid 14, 13.5, now 14, now 14.5. 14.5, 15, now 15.5. I'm 1,500, now 15.5, now 16. I need 16, 1,600, now 16.5. Bid 16.5, 1,650, now 17. I need 17, 1,700, now 17.5. Bid 17.5, now 18. I need 1,800, 1,800, now 18.5. Bid 18.5, 1,850, now 19. I'm 1,900, now 19.5. Bid 19.5, 1,950, now 2,000. Bid 2,050, now 21. I need 21, those 1,100. 2,100, now 21.5. Bid 21.5, 2,150, now 22. Bid 22. 21.5, now 22, now 22.5. Bid 22.5, 2,250. Sold 2,200. Sold 2,200. Lot number 168, 2007 Hyundai Sonata, folks. This is the 2007 Hyundai Sonata. I'm at 500, now 5 1/4. 500 bid, now 5 1/4. Bid 5 1/4, now 5.5. 5 1/4, now 5.5. Bid 5.5, 550. 5.5. 575, 600, now 6 1/4. 600 bid, now 6 1/4. Bid 6 1/4. 625, 625, now 6.5. I'm 6.5, now 675. Bid 675. 675, 700, now 7 1/4. 700 bid, now 7 1/4. Bid 7 1/4. 725. 7 1/4, now 7.5. I'm 7 1/4, now 7.5. Bid 7.5. 750, now 775. I'm 7.5, now 775. Bid 775, now 800. Bid 800, $800. 775, now 800. Bid 800. Now 8 1/4. 800 bid, now 8 1/4. Bid 8 1/4. 825, $825. Sold $800. Sold $800. Lot number 169 is a 2012 Buick LaCrosse. This one here, folks, 2012 Buick LaCrosse. I'm 5.5, now 575. 5.5, now 575. Bid 575, 575, now 600. Bid 600. 575, now 600. Bid 600, $600. Now 6.25. 6.25, now 6.5. Bid 6.5. 650, 650. Now 675. 675, now 700. Bid 700. Now 7.25. 7.25, now 7.5. Bid 7.5. 750, 750. Now 775. I'm 7.5, now 775. Bid 775, now 800. I need 800. 775, now 800. Bid 800. Now 8.25. Enter bid, now 8.25, now 8.5. I'm 8.25, now 8.5. Bid 8.5, 850. Now 875. 875, now 900. Now 9.25. 9.25, now 9.5. Bid 9.5. 950. 950. Now 975. I'm 9.5, now 975. Bid 975. Sold 9.5. Sold 9.5. Lot number 170 is a 1999, my favorite year, folks, Toyota Camry. This one here is a 1999 Toyota Camry. Our lot number 170. I'm at 200, now 2.25. 200 bid, now 2.25. Bid 2.25. 225, 225, 2.5, now 275. I'm at 2.5, now 275. Bid 275, 275, 300, now 3.25. Bid 3.25, 300, now 3.25. 3.25, 325, 3.5, now 375. I'm at 3.5, now 375. Bid 375. 400, now 4.25. 400 bid, now 4.25. Bid 4.25. 425, now 4.5. I'm 4.25, now 4.5. Now 475. Bid 475. Sold 4.5. Sold 4.5. This is our last vehicle for today. I want to thank everyone for joining today's online auction through joerideautos.com. Don't forget, bring a valid ID when coming to make your payment. It is required. I hope that everyone has a great evening, and I hope that everyone is careful in these next days with this weather that's coming up. Please be safe out there, folks. Este es nuestro último vehículo de hoy. Les quiero dar las gracias por unirse hoy a la subasta a través de joerideautos.com. No se les olvide, tienen que traer una identificación válida cuando venga a hacer su pago, y espero que todos tengan una gran noche. Con estos tiempos que vienen medios descompuestos, por favor, tengan mucha precaución y nos vemos de nuevo el miércoles que viene. 2012 Dodge Challenger, folks, lot number 171. Here we go. Lot number 171 is your 2020 Dodge Challenger. I'm at 11.4, now 11.5. 11.5, 11.6, now 11.7. 11.8, now 11.9. Bid 11.9. 12,000, now 12.1. Bid 12.1. 12.1, now 12.2. Bid 12.2. 12.1, now 12.2. Bid 12.2, now 12.3. 12.3, now 12.4. Bid 12.4. 12,400, now 12.5. I need 12.5, now 12.6. Bid 12.6. 12,600. 12.5, now 12.6, now 12.7. Bid 12.7. 12.7, now 12.8. Bid 12.8. 12,800, now 12.9. Now 13,000. Bid 13,000. 12.9, now 13,000. $13,000, now 13.1. I'm 13.1, now 13.2. Bid 13.2. 13.1, now 13.2. Bid 13.2, now 13.3. I'm 13.3, now 13.4. Bid 13.4. 13,400. 13,400, now 13.5. I'm at 13.4, now 13.5, now 13.6. Bid 13.6, now 13.7. Bid 13.7. 13.6, now 13.7. Now 13.8. I need 13.8. 13,800. 13,800, now 13.9. I'm at 13.8, now 13.9, now 14,000. 14,000. Bid 14,000. Now 14.1. I need 14.1. 14.1, now 14.2. Bid 14.2. 14,200. Now 14.3. I'm 14.3, now 14.4. Bid 14.4. 14,400. Now 14.5. 14.5. Now 14.6. I'm 14.6, now 14.7. Bid 14.7. Now 14.8. Bid 14.8. 14,800. 14,800. Now 14.9. I need 14.9. 14.8. Now 14.9. Now 15,000. $15,000. 15,000. Now 15.1. I need 15.1. 15,100. Yes or no? sold 15,000, sold 15,000.